My question is this, though, because I'm hearing all of the right things, and yet we have a panel of five single women. So where's the disconnect? What's not working?
For me right now, I'm not open to being remarried. I'm not open to being partnered. I spent a lot of years raising my children. They're all adults. And now I'm creating two businesses. So that is my focus. That's something I'm very passionate about, and helping others. In Christianity, women of my age, we're called upon to help younger women. We're called upon to help younger single women and younger married women. So that is the role that I have taken on right now. And quite frankly, I'm going to be honest with you. For feminine women like myself, there really are only two options in the world when it comes to, happiness and health and relationships. Number one, be gloriously single, have a life you love, create a life you love and live it. Or number two, be with a healthy, masculine, high character man. I don't do anything in between. I've had a lot of stuff in between those two things knock on my door, and I'm not interested. So if
Mhm.
that man is not a high moral, high character man, if he is not, willing to, become my husband and we hold each other in high regard, if he's not willing to be faithful, I have a life I love. And I've created, a life that I love. I've been married. I have a family. I have three grown children, and I have a great life. I have work that I'm passionate about. I have the most amazing friends. I have a lot of hobbies and a lot of interests. So right now, that's the space that I live in. But I'm not open or available right now.
Just a few comments from people just feeding back there.
Well, I'm
Anyone
going to
else?
add into the whole because Moth, you were asking like, why are we single? Why are we in this position? For me specifically, I have had like not even just like take away cheating out of the relationships that I've been in, but like emotional, verbal abuse, physical abuse, and that's like some of the things that keep me from dating because it's kind of hard to like put yourself out there. And
What
almost
is what is verbal abuse? Because I just want to deal with the whole abuse thing because I hear that pop up a lot. Like he was
Emotional
abusive,
abuse.
emotional abuse, financial abuse, verbal. Like what are we talking about here?
verbal abuse, as in, like, I had an ex that I could literally say nothing, and he would literally look at me and tell me that I'm the biggest piece of shit that has ever walked the earth, and I'm this and I'm that, and I'm just like, you called me to tell me this, like for what? Like I was asleep, nothing happened, and you just randomly wanted to call me and tell me that, and I think it's more so like a power trip for him to know
Why
that.
did you Why did you choose him? Why did you get into a
That
relationship?
didn't happen until like a year into the relationship.
A year into it, you saw that,
Yes.
and then you cut
Mhm.
ties then.
Oh, I just left.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. But it was one of those that was like leading more towards physical because he would randomly like punch doors and throw stuff that was like in my direction and not
Okay.
just the shoe, like heavy things. And I was like, hmm. And that's like something that I don't want to say that all men are gonna do it because they're not. There's good men out there and then there's bad men out there just like there's good women and bad women. But I'm scared to date because I keep thinking that like it's gonna happen again and it's gonna be like a very triggering,
Mm.
huge, like thing to heal from.
Hmm. What
Yeah.
about you, Veronica? Why are you single?
I spent most of my 20s in a long-term committed relationship, so I've been single for about a year now.
Was that the guy that you
And
cheated on?
sorry,
Was that the guy that you cheated on?
no.
Other guy. Okay.
And so I'd say like I've met some pretty high value men in the past. I think the first 6 months coming out of the relationship, I wasn't dating at all, and I've met a few. And I'm kind of in a place where I'm thinking, hopefully within the next few years, I'll find that connection. But it's been interesting navigating dating now versus in my early 20s. So,
How's it different now?
I mean, obviously the dating apps
Mhm.
is a whole new thing. I think like I wasn't obviously dating for the same reasons. I was like now I'm definitely looking at so many other factors like do we want the same lifestyle? Do we want, like there's just so much more that I never would have even considered at that time.
And why didn't you end up marrying the guy you were with in your 20s?
Actually a lot of those reasons. we kind of grew apart instead of together. We had very different, I think lifestyle was a huge one. I kind of was very career driven and him not so much. I think I started to realize that the type of man that I wanted wasn't within that relationship. So
he got a little bit lazy and slow in the relationship, comfortable maybe even.
Yeah, it was comfortable. Yeah.
You were growing.
Sorry?
And you were growing.
I mean, the relationship probably wasn't my priority throughout that.
Yeah, like it sounds like you were growing outside of the relationship rather than in it, yeah?
Correct, yeah.
Okay, all right.
No.
Jackie, why are you here today? Why are you single?
Why am I single, or why am I here today?
Bit of both, I guess.
Well, I've been single for about a year, and I do go on dates, but I also have my business, and I feel like in my last relationship, I gave a lot of myself and my life, and he almost became like a huge part of my life. So when that ended about a year ago, you know, I needed to like find myself again and create my own life, and in the midst of it, continue building my business. So dating takes time. Like it's extremely time consuming for me. So I can only date so much and continue to work on myself and pour into myself. So I just haven't met the right person, you know, probably because I don't date a ton.
Are you, like, is anybody on the panel looking to get married?
Yeah.
Everybody?
Yeah.
With the exception of Anita. It's kind of like if it shows up, then it shows up. You're not really, okay.
I'm not looking to get married too for now.
Yeah, well, you just got divorced, you know, within the first year, so that's understandable.
Yeah.
Okay. So most of you are actually looking to get married. I really hope you guys enjoyed that clip. If you want to watch the full-length podcast, you can find that over here, that clip's from. If you're newer to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe over here. And pinned down below in the top comment, you'll find a bunch of useful links to my website, my supplement line, books, and a bunch of other stuff. Have an amazing day. Peace out.